कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुवादाय राधिकात्मने श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत नारायण की नाम श्री कृष्ण लीला कथाने सुदाक्षम औरार्य माधुर्य गुणैश्चैयुक्तम वरम वरेण्य पूजमातम शिरसा नमामि। श्रीदंडीनां भक्त शिरोमणिं श्रीकृष्ण पादाब्जवदैकवति चैतन्य लीलामृत सार सारं नारदतं प्रपद्ये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि श्री गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। गुरुदेव पौन गुरुवर्ग नाम निश्चय संतान पूजा present that future Vaishnava Dandavata Vancha Kalpatarubyascha Krupa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo नमः। हरे कृष्णा। आप कैसा है? अभी आपको दवा दिया नहीं दिया? नहीं दिया। चूरन नहीं दिया था। हाँ अच्छा अच्छा नहीं अभी है। अभी हम आपको बाद में देते क्लास आए। हाँ ऐसा। हाँ आज एकादशी है ना। कल भी एक 2 दिन है। हाँ 2 दिन करिए अच्छा हो जाए। हाँ ठीक है। हाँ अभी आप दिया था ना। हाँ 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 वो एकादशी के दिन नहीं करना। नहीं दूसरा दिन भी कर सकते हैं। एकादशी का दिन तो सबसे नमक नहीं रहता है। हाँ नहीं हाँ। अच्छा ये पाउडर। हाँ हमको बताइए एक बार कषाय काढ़ा बना के पीना बहुत कड़वा होता है। नीम भी कुछ भी नहीं। हाँ इसको यही हमको एक पहली बार करेंगे ना हमको फोन करके बताइए। नॉर्मल जैसे गर्म पानी में। गर्म पानी में 2 मिनट उबालना है। हाँ, उबालना 2 मिनट उबाल के लेना। हाँ बहुत खड़ा होता है इसमें आपको खुजली खुजली सब चला जाएगा। ये भी चला जाएगा। हाँ, तो कितने बजे? सुबह सूर्य उदय के बाद। सूर्य उदय के बाद 6:30 6:35 6:45 के बाद। हाँ 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 ठीक है। हाँ so today is Ekadasi, Kamada Ekadasi, and then tomorrow some places, actually eventually Mahadvadasi. Actually it is both. Visishta Ekadasi, you have to see as a bonus. Our previous acharyas, they used to do like this. Dashami itself, fruits, Ekadasi, no water. That Dashami, Dwadasi also fruit like that. So even a little bit any variation, it will be protected. So that's why we're telling today, tomorrow, 2 days, if you take fruits, nuts, dry fruits, potato, sweet potato, these kumbal, the big, what do you call it? There are so many things you want to, 2 days is no problem. But the benefit is amazing. So, like this Ekadasi, Hare Krishna. Kamada Ekadasi, here, Lord Krishna is telling, one time this Apsaras, in this world, this all because of the, let me finish this anyway. So Lord Krishna is telling Yudhishthira Maharaj, oh king, this Ekadasi Vrata, there is one very ancient, very astonishing story. Vasishtha Rishi was answering Dilip Maharaj. We see in Bhagavat, Dilipa. So he was telling that, I'm repeating the same thing. So the name of this Ekadasi is Kamada. It is very auspicious, can destroy all kinds of sin. It can destroy all kinds of sin, and then it can give you auspiciousness. So he's telling, one time, olden time, there was a snake, very powerful, golden house. There it was staying there. The king of that place was Pundarika. The Gandharva, Kinnara, and Apsaras. These are all different demigods. Okay? They used to be served by them. And then among the Apsaras, there's a different kind of devatas, Apsaras. They are expert in music, dance, like that. Lalita and Lalit. They were serving him. One time, in the king's place, Lalit alone was singing, but then he remembered Lalita. Why? And then his tone got changed. You see, that also we can understand. We are singing something, but we are thinking of something, then what happens? Disturbance. People who are very subtle, they can know. So, Same way, Krishna, Gurudev used to say, you know, you have so much love for even a blade of grass, but we don't have love for Krishna. You know, we have so much love for the things of this world, and things of this world does not last. Is there anything that in this world lasts forever? Give an example. Not even sun and moon, earth. You know, the earth is already destined to die. You know, and we are thinking, oh, this beautiful house, I will have this, I will have this much, so much gold and all that. I mean, you know, can we? Is it our intelligence? You see, this body today, people came, software engineer. I was telling him, you're saying software, you know, going around. When the death comes, this body is right. Is nobody wants this body. As long as the soul is there, you know, there is respect, honor for this body. There is some value. When the soul leaves, no value. You know, the person has built the house, for example, spent so much effort, money, and all that. And he goes to the hospital, dies, they bring in the body to the house. You think they allow the body inside the house? Oh, no, we don't want the body inside the house. But wait a minute, he is the one who built that house. You know, he did so much hard work. No, that is past. We are nothing to do. You understand? Nobody cares for this body. You understand? You know, you think the wife will care for the body, dead body, children? Oh, children, you love your father so much. Why don't you keep this body for a few days? Bad smell. Worms are coming out. We cannot tolerate. No. He is not our father. Then who is? No. The father, we say he is not in that body. He is already gone. Who went and where? You know. So, most important thing in this world, in this body, is Atma. So I was asking him, you did so much investment for this body, dying body. What was most important thing in this body? So for this, how much investment did you do? Nothing. Are we intelligent? You see. So that's why doing Ekadasi, Nam Japa, taking prasad, these are all investment for the soul. Doesn't cost. You might say, wait a minute, making prasadam is cost. Wait a minute. Even if it is not, you are going to cook anyway. What you have cooked, offering to the Lord, does it cost any extra money? Right? No. Then how can you say? Investment for the soul doesn't cost money, but the return is very high. Understand? Zero investment, infinite return. So Lord is so merciful. So cooking it anyway, you know, and then making an acknowledgement, oh Lord, actually it belongs to you. You don't want, you know, giving up our, you know, things that I'm the ownership. Giving up this false ego. I'm the owner, I'm the master, I'm this, that. You know. That's what it is. Actually, that is true. Is it not true? We don't own anything. We cannot do. Still we are falsely claiming, oh, I can do this, and that. In Italy, when that earthquake happened, this person was the owner of 31 building, 32 or 32, big building, complex, apartment complex. Then what happened? Few minutes later, not even few minutes, is on the, you know, homeless. He was homeless, lost everything. So, so like that, we are destined to lose everything material. First of all, we didn't, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವನೇ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳು ಟೈಮ್ ಅವ್ನು ಬರ್ತಾನೆ 5 ಗಂಟೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಗ್ಲೋವ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಗ್ಲವ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಸೊ so now what happened was about this I'll tell you. This Lalit, he was singing, you remember, thinking of his wife Lalita. She was not there. He was singing in front of the king. Think of something, your tone changes. So the snake came to know, and then Calcutta, and he complained to the king. See, he's thinking of his wife, that's why he changed. Then, see, the king also materialistic, became very angry. Hey, I will curse you, you become a ghost. So, ಹೌದಾ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳು ಶಂಕರ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳು ಇದು ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಆನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಈಗ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ಯಾ ಅದೇ ಟಮ್ಲರ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಈಗ ಅವನಿಗೂ ಸಮಯ ಆಯ್ತಾನೆ 5:30 ಹೊರಟು. So the Ramayana, the reason for the anger is there. Like in the war, the Lord was very angry with the what looked like. So in that occasion, our acharyas are saying something very high revealing. Now, Lord Raman, Ravana, fighting, and then look like the demigods became afraid. Oh, they are crying to Ram, don't play with him. Please finish him off. Like that. Now Lord Ram is full of ananda. There is no suffering or thing in it. Right? Now, for that reason, Lord Ram doesn't need anything to increase his happiness and to decrease his suffering. He doesn't need anything. Right? He does not want of anything. So that's why. So why does the anger comes? Anger comes when we desire something, we don't get it. Or we desire something, someone else is coming in the way. Become angry about it. I want that one, they become, you understand? So these are the two reasons for the getting angry. Bhagavad Gita also Lord says, want that, but material. See, Atma, we know 8 qualities of Atma, remember? It has cannot sin, no disease, no death, no that desires. Only desire to serve the Lord. No. And it's a pure. So on the Atma level, whatever it desires becomes fulfilled. Huh? And also, getting angry, the main reason is the tamoguna, more ignorance. Right? So, now when we are in the mode of ignorance, when we don't get the thing that we desire, we become anger. You know? But one who doesn't have mode of ignorance, even though there is a chance for getting angry, but he can reconcile. He's saying, wait a minute, by the truth. No, I don't need it. On the Atma, no platform. Mercy of the Lord is there. So he can control and he can harm, he can wipe out the anger. So when Lord Ram, there is no Tamaguna, he is master of all. So there is no reason. But sometimes he does that. Even our Gurudev one time, I seen him. In a second, he changes the thing, Because for our good, okay, not for his thing or anything. Because sometimes you need that, you have to have a stick for our good. Sometimes we don't understand. So it looks like, but whatever he does, that is most auspicious. Even if he gets angry and chastises us, I will tell you, there is no greater blessing than that. Whom does he can become angry? On whom? If we love somebody, we really care. We care for their welfare and we become angry. Right? But the material world also, he might say, well, yeah, ordinary mother does also. But they are on the bodily platform. They are thinking their son or a daughter is only body. So body welfare. You understand? Both are in a wrong. But the thing is right in a sense. On the spiritual platform, no, for the welfare of the soul. No? For his welfare. Do ekadasi. If it doesn't, you become angry. That is proper anger. If you think, no, you don't do ekadasi, become very weak, don't do. See, that is bad. You understand? Sometimes we come across that. No, my son is too young, There are some children, they pray, oh Lord, send me a mother, such a mother, that she does ekadasi. I don't want to drink milk from a mother who does not follow ekadasi. Because if she takes ekadasi, some grain and then milk produced from that, I drink that milk, oh no. Children pray like that, advanced. So that is very fortunate. So this is, there's so many things in Ramayana. Now, this Kamada, you saw this anger, mundane material anger. So he cursed them. Now what to do? He became a very big demon, Lalit. He went to the forest. He's eating everybody, human. And the more engaging in this chain, he is not happy. How we can be peaceful? Huh? So, you know, Hare Krishna, ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಬ್ರು ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು? ಬಂದು ನೋಡಿ. ಹೌದಾ? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಆಯ್ತು. So it became very big demand. The more engaging he is becoming, his mind is not peaceful, you know. So then Lalita, somehow by her past or something, she went to a forest in Nepal. There she saw one Risheshwanga Muni, comes in the Ramayana. So Risheshwanga Rishi saw the Rishis are always very merciful. She is asking, why, you know, where are you coming from? Why are you so distressed like that? She's telling all these things. My husband like that, cursed to become a ghost. Then ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಹಸುಗಳಿಗೆ ಮೇವೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಅವನ್ನ ಸಂತೋಷ್ಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋ ಹಾಕಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ. So very kind, and he gave a solution, you know, that do this Kamala Ekadasi. Offer the fruit of that to your husband, and he will be relieved immediately. So very happily she did that, and then as soon as she did Sankalpa, he immediately became, you know, Gandharva. He got back. So, so Lord Krishna is telling, Vasishtha Rishi telling King Dilipa, everybody should follow this Ekadasi. Even if you have killed a Brahmin, or by chance it happened like that, or obtained a, you know, ghost body, all that, you'll be relieved from this. So, but you might ask the question, wait a minute, every time Ekadasi we are telling this, we are on path of bhakti. Is it appropriate, right? This might be a question you might be wondering. Actually, getting this human form of life is also very great, no doubt. But this human form of life, body is also great. But it is also like a subtle demonic body, is it not? We desire this, that, which is basically demonic, low level maybe. So how to get over this? That's right. Bhakti Janani Ekadasi. True, we are after bhakti. You know. But it will inspire us, you know, even such a ghostly thing able to relieve. There will not be any doubt that even though I've not done such a sinful activity, but I will still guarantee deliver like that. We have to recall. But in the past, we don't know what we have done. And that forgetfulness also is mercy of Krishna, greatest mercy of Krishna. Think of this alone. Imagine, last 1 year, whatever we have done, we don't remember. 10 years from boyhood, previous life, we don't. But what if you remember all these things? You might question, no, wait a minute, why did not allow us to remember? This is not fair. Suppose you think like that. Suppose you remember whatever transpired from last 1 year or last 10 years. You think we can live? You think it can be peaceful? Oh, this happened, he tried this. Even a few seconds, we cannot live. We will not breathe and we will die. We become crazy, we become mental, upset, this, that. We cannot even breathe. Meditate on this. Really. That's why greatest mercy that Lord bestowed is forgetfulness. We cannot forget others. See, then that must be true. From me come knowledge and forgetfulness. Forgetfulness. Imagine the consequences of otherwise. So that's why actually the positive, Lord, why is giving all this forgetfulness? So we do not forget Him. See, try to see this way. If you remember all whatever is transpired, you think we can remember Krishna? We go crazy. We cannot. So much traveling, this, that. Right? We go crazy. Few seconds. So Lord has, given forgetfulness for what? So that we remember Him. We remember Him. Because in that, if we remember whatever we transferred, whatever we did, we cannot remember. It will be too much. That's why Lord gives you some kind of anesthesia of forgetting the past. Imagine a doctor doing surgery or cutting without anesthesia. You think anybody will like it? Or they will kill doctor. Right? It hurts so much, you struggle and it will hurt the doctor, yourself and others nearby. Is it true? Right? Same way, if you remember everything that has transpired, really, we go crazy. We start eating this, that, this, we go crazy. That's why Lord gives you anesthesia. So we can remember Him. The purpose is so we can remember. No, we indulge in so many other things again and again. So what He does, He gives us more anesthesia. What? We will even forget that we are human beings. We become pigs, animals. They are also in, anesthesia of what? Eating, mating, defending, and, this thing. Sleeping, eating, mating, defending. That's it. So we want that. So that awareness. That's why this Ekadasi, little bit of sacrifice, not too much. And this sacrifice is also for what? Maintenance, even from a mundane point of view. It's a cleansing, it's a closed system. So anyway, look at it, there is nothing like Ekadasi. There cannot be any bone, doing nothing. Krishna blesses so much. Just a little bit of sacrifice, not eating, and remembering him. So we should see, even though you are fasting, but we should not fast from taking Lord's name. Okay, you understand? Whatever you are fasting, you should compensate with the more remembrance of the Lord, more nam taking. Okay. So we will be best health. We will regain our normal. Otherwise, we are all pagal. We are all, what do you call it? You have gone insane. Degree is different. Insanity. So, I was telling one story, real story. What happened was, like, many years ago, maybe 10, there was a husband and wife, young, two young children, very small. So some problem came by, and the problem comes. Okay. So if you don't have spiritual guide, guru, or shastra knowledge, or your own strength, because spiritual, what happens? You become bewildered. You don't know how to handle it. So the solution they think of is committing suicide. Oh, problem will run away if I commit suicide. This is a very wrong myth. I commit nowadays, all these IT people, information technology, apparently very intelligent. They are getting. You think they are intelligent? There are more people committing suicide. The statistics will baffle you. So many people. So I was asking, will we have right to kill myself? Do I have right to kill myself? I say, no, you don't have a right to kill yourself. Then who does have the right? Government. Only Lord, So I don't have right to kill myself. Then how did I get the right to kill somebody else? Some chicken or anything? Cow? No, that's okay. What okay? You see, double standard. See, if someone tries to kill me, I try to protect myself. The chicken is also doing same thing. Is running here, trying to protect itself to the extent it is possible. Is it not? You can see it, you can feel it. How can you say no? It has no soul. See, it has all these symptoms, like it is trying to defend, gets angry, it likes, dislikes, just like us. How can you say it has no soul? So, no dominion or all that can be. It is meant for my dinner. Wait a minute. Children, your own children are also your dominion. Why don't you eat them? No, they are my children. See, double standard, That's why this compassion, mercy, has to be pure, not self-centered, for example. So, even basic Bible or any religion, thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. It does not say thou shalt not, love thy neighbor. Oh, thou shalt not kill. See, they are go together, one positive. It does not say love thy Christian neighbor, human neighbor. Okay. No, that is wrong. It's only Christian neighbor. So, this is the problem. Because Guru Parampara is not there. This austerity is not there. Sacrifice to the Lord, pleasing the Lord. So we become covered by ignorance. We can change, not that way, this way. Parampara, Amnaya Praha. What does it mean? Is it beyond the words? See, actually, ಮಂಚ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದು ನಾಲ್ಕು ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾನ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಯಾರು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾರ ಮತ್ ನೋಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದಿದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಒಂದಿದ್ದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಒಂದಿದ್ರು ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಪ್ಪ ಈಗ ಶಂಕರ್ ಬಂದ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ವನ್ನ ನೀರೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಸೊ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ there is one like other day Benjamin, this is a very amazing thing about the see this regarding the sound. What I'm saying is, this is not unrelated. Okay, what I'm saying is, when do we recognize the word? For example, sin. S-I-N, sin, right? Sin. Oh, but it takes time, is it not? It's not all together. S-I-N. same. Of course, you might say, but still there is a finite time, is it not? When I say S-I-N, pronunciation, S is gone already, and then I is gone, N is gone. Okay. So when do I get the feeling that it is actually sin? If I start with yes, see in the word painting, word typing, you start with yes. So many options will come, right? I, less option, because combination of SI, we have few words. Yes, there are so many words. SI, SIN, little, less word. You see, it is popping up because it's in the dictionary, fast. But actually, when we utter a word or when we hear, when do we understand the meaning? See, this question is there, when do we understand? So, or do we wait till the whole world and then it's already gone? So this is actually in this issue, no one cannot. It cannot raise this question, and in the science literature, for example, Darwin and all that, you can see they don't even write this question because they know they cannot answer. That's why it's amazing. It's really funny. You might say, you are talking too much, but it's reality. Before the debate, if you want to prove or disprove Darwin theory, they put a condition that you cannot bring the language as a topic. They will forbid you to talk about language because they have no answer. Because they don't have answer, they will forbid you. And they still want to hang on to the wrong thing. This is going on, great debate. So how do the humans learn this language? Why not? If you think we come from the monkeys don't have too much vocabulary, and suddenly human. You understand what I'm saying? Where is the gradation? One is like this, like this. So, and how does the genetics and all that? See, whole question comes, they don't have. So what they say? Restriction. You cannot bring this topic. Finish. This is, science. Established science. So you want to waste, you want to engage all your life in that kind of science. So this. So anyway, in Vedas, it's not like that. They ask this question: when does understanding come? So it's called spota. Because spota is actually from this, without understanding mercy of the Lord, we cannot understand. This language or this, it gives you that quota, content. That means he knows what. In other words, the understanding comes from him. Gives you like that from inside. Why? Because indirectly is making us understand. On our own, independently, we cannot understand. Suppose you try to understand, it goes back to like saying, programming thing. You have to have a dictionary, compare, yes, and all that, da 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 da. then come to the. You think it's possible? No, not within the. He knows other part what he's saying. He gives the insight. This is what it is. But we become unaware of that because we have no Guru Parampara, no Sadhu Sangha and all that. So every sentence we are hearing or speaking, we cannot do that without help of him. You understand this? You know, he is with us and you are with us. We become aware of this. See, this is the thing. You become very acutely aware of this thing. Yes, I'm incapable of myself understanding. When that can happen? That's why the computers are limited. They have no feeling or anything. And how intelligent they can be to the extent of the programmer. Programmer, how much? Like I was telling you, S-I-N. You can imagine all the words in the S starting dictionary. I, short list. N, more short list. Like that, you get the thing. And if it is not there, I can option of adding, something like that. So, how tedious it is. If that is the case, is there any chance that we can learn anything? So, if you meditate on it, you will have, I will tell you thousands of questions. And the only answer is that Lord, is there. He is giving us that understanding. Flash. And yes, this word. Sometimes before they complete it, we understand it. That understanding is coming from him. So, if you become aware of this, we make so much progress. Hare Krishna. अच्छा हम क्लास चल रहा ठीक है बाद में बात करता हूँ So, this is, so they are talking Shabda, see, Shabda Praman, Shabda sound, right? There's so much discussion, nowhere else. So there are two kinds of Shabda, sound. Eternal and non-eternal. And Panini, he says the eternal Shabda is actually not different from Brahma, Lord. Jagannidhanam spotakyo niravayo nitya shabdo brahma. Even in Brahma Kanda, Lord himself has said this. Anadi nidanam brahma shabda tattvam yadaksharam nivartate arthabhaven prakriya jagato. That's why the the first letter I am akar. In the varna, I am the akara. Krishna says. So in all the word that is there. So So that contains all other words. How, see, if you know a little bit of thing, like an impulse, time domain and a frequency domain, impulse, one impulse, t equals 0, 1, and t 0 minus 0 plus 0, like that. But in the time domain, in frequency domain, it will have all the energy in constant, all frequencies. So it's like an impulse. So that way, that akara contains all the words. Actually, others are all manifestation from that. So like that, in other words, it is impossible. It's next to impossible. Actually, it's impossible. Without his thing, we cannot understand. This process, like letters, when actually it comes together or individual. Individual letter, we know, does it convey the meaning? It's not possible. Together, but by the time is already gone. So there is no other way than Shastra is telling, and that is true. He is helping us. That's why in the Bhagavad Gita and all, only sound, understanding, everything is myself. That's what it means. The process of making us understand the sound himself, the eternal sound himself, and the process of understanding is also coming from what we understood. So if we understand that way, become very close to him, we realize, wow. How does it do? Forget it. Yes, all that potency, there is nothing impossible in it. Chinasti Bhima, like last week we were telling the shloka. Soragraganyam Purusham Nama. He is able to cut, Yama's pasha, the rope, Yama. It's very subtle. Vinasti Bhima, But devotees who have bound him, he cannot able to. So he becomes imprisoned by the law. So how kind, how merciful. So in this case, what happened was, like this lady committed suicide. We cannot come, no right. That's why it's amazing thing. That's why there needs to do something. We have to, the impact of suicide or something. You have to come up with. How to avoid suicide or something, positive. What are the consequences? How to avoid? Why people do? If you bring out all these things, how Lord is merciful. So you cry out for him. Then that tendency will not be there, suicidal tendency. So anyway, What happened? See, problem where two young children committed suicide, thinking that I cannot handle. We forget asking help. Yes, we cannot handle anything, but asking help. We forget. So we think we can. This is what is happening, IT and other, but they don't know the consequence. Now what happens is, what happened in this case, I'm telling you. Now she committed suicide, and the body they bring in, right, outside the house. Like told you, they don't want to take the body inside. Now the husband may be thinking, oh, I love her so much. I spend so much time with her. I spend lakhs of rupees for her. I cannot be away with her. Let me keep this body with me in the house. So very nice design. Keep the body. What happens? Suppose if you do, bad smell will coming out. Worms will start coming out. Very vikara. You cannot become afraid, or it becomes unhealthy, impure, whatever. Cannot bear it. But wait a minute, he loved her so much. You were getting so much pleasure in touching her this and that. Now what happened? Do you get same pleasure and all that? No, no, no. See, the soul left and then this body became useless. The importance of soul, right? We forget it. Then what happens? You think nobody will keep the body, right? Actually, is probably illegal also, I think. Right? It is illegal to commit oneself suicide. Same thing with keeping the body. I think there may be some reason. Reasons is there, but anyway, that is a law. Be there, must be there. But anyway, don't keep it. So they bury in the house, so that it can disappear very fast. Bury in the ground so it gets decomposed, or burn in the fire. But if you burn with the fire and even a little bit of tulsi, dry tulsi, it is equivalent to the effect of tulsi is so amazing. It's equivalent to burning that body with the entire with tulsi. You go back spiritually. They will forgiven because of the touch of tulsi. It's amazing. So anyway, not everybody knows. That's why for devotees, I keep telling this. Make sure there is a dry tulsi, on somewhere touching the body, or never remove the tulsi feed. People remove after that. It's obstructing this and that. I see you other day. I went to see one. The nurses, because it's coming in the way of putting the all this. You think all those tubes and all that is helping him? Actually, the tulsi bead is helping, but they don't know. They think what is helping most is coming in the way. They cut it out and throw. So I asked them to put it back again, put myself. So anyway, so they cannot keep the body, and they took care of the body, right? Final rites. Then what happened? In the night, the motor vehicle, they have motor vehicle, right? Two-wheel, and they parked in front of the house road. ignition inside the house. But night time, you get a sound, horn, beep, 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 and the lights blinking. And what is this? Oh, nobody is there. But ignition key is inside the house. How is it possible? Then after a while, knock on the door. Cut, 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 cut. Open, you don't see anybody. What is happening? That person who committed suicide, what has happened to that person? When we took birth from the mother's womb, at that time, these 5 things are fixed. Duration of our life, how much education we get, how much wealth we accrue, what kind of work we do, and the day and time, place where we have to leave this world is fixed. Previous life, okay, prarabdha karma, previous. We have put in that previous life bank, now we are drawing all this. These 5 things are fixed. Now, whatever we are doing in this life is we are putting in the next life's bank, not deposit. The rule is such that in the previous life bank, you can only draw, you cannot deposit. In the next life's bank, you can deposit, you cannot draw. You understand? So whatever facilities are this, that, wealth, education, all because of your past. Okay? You cannot change that. Whatever you are doing is not going to change you now for the future. So what is the thing? Now our lifespan was fixed, but she committed suicide. What happened here? So the remaining life, she becomes a ghost, like virus, living virus. No gross body, subtle body. And now to take her, Yamadutas did not come, the servants of Yama. Because why? Committing suicide is such a high sin. There is no sin higher than that. Understand? We have no right to take our life. If we do, we are responsible. So, remember, someone is coming. I want to tell you. So, இப்போ ಶಿವಾನಂದ ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ನಾ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಇದೆಯಾ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ಸ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಅದೇ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಟೋಲ್ದು ಏನ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊ ನಾರಾಯಣ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಾಕ್ಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇವನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅದೇ ವಿನಯ್ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅನಿಲ್ಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಶಿವಾನಂದನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಇರೋದು ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಪೂಜಾರಿ ಹತ್ರ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೊಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾಳೆ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ ಸೋಮವಾರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಅದೇ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ತಂದ್ಬಿಡು. ಬಟ್ ಅವನ್ನ 6 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಯ್ತು, ಅವನೊಂದು ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಏನು ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ so the servants of Emerald did not come because this is committing suicide is so highly sinful. They don't know what to do. So I said, oh no, let's deal with it. And then his forefather did not come because wait a minute, there's such a sin we don't want. They have to suffer also consequences. Like these parents, in-laws, they're all suffering same way. So they don't come. There is no guru did not come because there is no mantra or diksha. He did not protect. What happened? Become orphan, homeless. Understand? Subtle body, homeless. Where to go? He's crying. Where to go? So much suffering. I will tell you, million times you have to suffer than before the committed suicide. That's why it's very highly simple thing. Commit suicide. People don't know. Very easy. Then what happens? So where that soul, that ghost will go? Previous life, time where they were friendly, this and that, tries to go there. We also try to do that. But how to grab their attention? Communication is not possible because handshake, of course, very highly evolved, spiritual person can see days and all that. Otherwise, ordinary people cannot. Their communication, handshaking is not possible. Ghost, subtle body and a gross body. They are gross body. So that's why he's trying to call our attention. That's why he's trying to make that little power, without ignition key, blinking, poo, 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 pee, 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 and then knocking on the door. Open, it is there, but we don't see. We are not accustomed to see the, subtle body. We can see only gross body, subtle body you cannot see. But it's knocking, paying attention. Why it's crying? Oh, please, I'm suffering, please help me. What else it can do? If you do same thing you do, now tell me. When it is knocking on the door, you open the door and then put some injection, some tablets, some surgery, or give some money and gold. Please take it and be happy. Don't disturb us. You think any of the things will work? Will help the ghost? Nothing of this world will help. It is suffering more and more. Before, of course, it could have. Now, nothing in this world. Because these are all bodily, gross body, elements, right? Helping gross body, but not the subtle body. We are not on that level. So what happens?
ಒಂದು ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬೆಡ್ ಒಂದು ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ತುಂಬಾ ದಿನದ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ 2 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್.
ಆಯ್ತು ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಿಂಡೋನ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡು, ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡು. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ? So that, and then every day same thing, because where it can go, it is hungry. Understand? Ghost is hungry, wants to eat, feels pain, it feels cold, hot. Understand? Nobody is there. Imagine. See, remember I give the example of, if you remember everything last 1 year, whatever all the incidents that happened, we go crazy. Same way here. Remember all these things, but it cannot do anything. I will tell you, there is no more suffering than. Now what to do? Both are suffering. Husband is suffering, wife is also in the ghost body suffering. What is the best solution? At that time they came to me and then I told them, it doesn't cost any money. You do Ekadasi, offer the fruits of that Ekadasi to the dead wife. Okay. So they came to meet me like Shashti, 6th day, right? Then 7th day, Shashti, Saptami, Ashtami, Navami, Dashami, Ekadasi. You understand? 4-5 days is there in coming Ekadasi. So I told him, do Ekadasi. So 6th day, Katkata Pipi is coming. 7th day, 8th day, 9th day, 10th day, Dashami. Ekadasi night, no sound, no PPP, no Katkata on the door. Finished. Stopped now. No. What happened on the day of Ekadasi? It was delivered and back home. So it's a win-win situation. You know. Otherwise, there are so many people, oh, we will catch the ghost. Oh, troubling you. No, I will catch it and put it in a bottle. How much money? 5 lakhs. Giving trouble, you have to, both parties should win. It should be delivered and these people should be made. Oh, she went back. So like that, how much it costs? Nothing. So that's why this is a big problem in this world, committing suicide. And the ghost also, they take revenge. That's why, see, the ghosts also have a rules. On the day of new moon day, they know, actually, when I talk to the ghost, they say, we are under somebody control, we don't know who is controlling. It's not that they are free, like us. They are also under some domain, But when do they get their holiday? New moon day. Amavasya, right? That's why on the day of new moon day, especially in India, many of these people, they close their business. Actually come to the temples and come to the Goshala, and you can see these shades. Because that day they will try to take revenge. This ghost, if they are angry, oh, he's the one cause of this, they try to do this. If you are not protected spiritually, they can cause you so much damage. That's why you have to do Ekadasi, Nam Japa, and offer this proper, the way to do for ghost is, we do Yajna, Vaishnava, offer to the Lord, Bhoga, and that prasada, you offer it to this, diseased person, and then whatever that left, given to the cows. So that way they will get delivered, and they will not trouble you. They will also do peaceful. Wow, he did a good thing. He delivered me. I was suffering like that. God. So otherwise, and you have to have the immunity, so they don't come and bother you. If you have a neck bead, okay, and they are told, if a neck bead is there, they don't come near, because they say you appear like a fire. if you have some spiritual strength, you appear like a fire for them, for the ghosts. So they don't come and they cannot do anything. So that's why as our Gurudev and Acharyas are telling, at any cost, like, right? Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, don't give up bhakti. Bhakti is all auspicious. There is nothing auspicious than bhakti. Try to obtain it. Try to practice it. Try to increase our devotion. Try to minimize attachment to this world. Increase our attachment to Him. Vaishnava to do like that. Because this world is already destined to die. Scientists, everybody knows. Sun will be gone, earth will be gone. We also know from Shastra, they are Brahma, 14 Manus come, 14 Indras come and go. 14 times the earth will be submerged in water. There is a proof for all this, okay? Don't laugh at it, okay? What I'm saying. We have proof. Oh, wait a minute, what kind of proof? See, there is so much evidence. There's some, one time in America, see in the coal, the coal, black. The coal is called black diamond or something, right? I don't know, something like coal, right? Burns, right? And he was carrying that coal to the boiler. See, olden days, boiler, when it gets very winter time, very cold, have a boiler, and then the steam goes around the house for heating it up. Huh? I remember when I was doing my doctorate in US. At that time, it was old, 70s, early 80s. That was the only way eating. It's to make noise. Gada, 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 when the steam flows through. Nowadays, they don't use that in a different way. And then wall becomes hot and then cools off. Timer, So the steam. So when he was carrying this big coal, it fell, and you know what? In that, a bell came out. We ring the bell for worshipping the Lord. Garuda on top of it, same bell, inside a coal. Like this, they have found so many items within a coal. Now, how to explain this? What is the age of the coal? Almost comes to around 300 million years or something like that. Now, what is the corresponding year in Vedic time? Comes to almost 70 Chaturyuga. 4.32 million years is one Chaturyuga. You remember? 4.32 million years. And 70 times 4.32, how much? 4.32, almost 300 million. Yes. So what happens is, every 300 million years, the whole earth becomes filled up with water for so long. So the temple might be there, all the bell, this, that, everywhere. Got mixed up with some wood and then it turned into coal. Right? So the bell got stuck in the coal. Deep like that. And by this, again, it comes. People become. Otherwise, look at the bell. It's as if you're bought in a in Vrindavan or Navadvip. That bell looks like that. But it's so evidences are like that. In other words, what the Shastra is telling must be true. If you really understand, all these evidences. So this earth is destined. So if we try to hold on to value, no, I value this, earth, this and that. Oh, that's why our Gurudev is keep telling, don't make plan to live happily in this world. Okay, don't make plan. Because nobody is successful is not going to be successful. All your help will be, efforts will be futile. That's right. Put all your effort in bhakti, chanting, remembering, doing ekadasi. Even though it may look difficult, little austerity, but I will tell you how much gain you get. You are avoiding so much suffering in future. Remember, I gave you only the little glimpse of what happens when one goes alone, suffering, nobody to accompany, nobody. And that desires are there. All those desires in the mind, is it not? I want to enjoy this, that, they'll be there more, they are troubling you. That's why the ghosts are always looking for body, hardware, body to enter. Why? They have so much desire, they cannot fulfill on the subtle body, right? You think a ghost can go and order in the bar? No. Can enjoy only through the gross body. Need a gross body. And gross body does not enjoy itself. It needs a subtle body. You see, Krishna is so intelligent, I will tell you. You need both. Both also will not work. The soul has to be there. But soul is sleeping. The mind on his behalf of soul. Because it is closer to the soul, it gets energized. Understand? That is the power of the soul. It's contrary thing, mind. So that's why they want to enter some hardware, like virus. Can virus by itself can damage a computer or anything? You understand? No. Virus can be somewhere, it cannot damage itself. It will damage only when it enters a hardware computer. Same way this ghost, they are so much desire. So they are looking for hardware to show their, fulfill their carnal desires. And which hardware they can enter, which body, which has no virus support, virus protection. What kind? No ekadasi, eating, especially non-veg, drinking. I will tell you, they are the very easy target. Because what happens when you drink, you forget yourself. Is it not? Do you know who your name? Where you are living? No. Totally no protection. You think they enter only one? They have also many friends. Similar. They all enter. And this person does not know. And after drinking, he feels bad. So, my wife, money. I don't want it. I don't want it. But the ghost already inside. Who cares? Whose hardware is? They don't let you. They command. This person is become weak. Okay, understand? They take over. And you go near a bar, they drag you inside, even though you, the owner of the body, does not want it. But the other residents of your of your house, no, we like it, drag it. And they think they are enjoying. Now he is suffering. He is suffering more. He is helpless. You understand? This is why these people cannot give up drinking, eating meat. Even though he has a desire, why not? Because of these other ghosts. He have become a resident of so many other subtle bodies. They don't want to give up. How to get rid of them? Ekadasi and association. That's why I was telling you, remember? One person came near the temple. One girl. He refused to come inside. Why somebody else inside? Oh, no, no, no. If I go, they will ask me, I will lose my house. I have to vacate my apartment. You understand? No, no, no. Resistance. So, you have to watch out for all this. Okay. So this is the, that's why, if you, some of you, maybe because I cannot do this, okay, maybe one of you take voluntary and write this, okay. Maybe I can help you sometime, you know, you can write a book or something, you know. I can help you quotations of this and that. You can bring out, you know, this is a problem actually. Solution. What are the conditions and why this and that, you know, the suicide. What is the effect if people come to know? Actually, if you make a movie out of this, I'm trying to convince some even to do Ekadasi movie. I don't know when it will manifest. Even 10 days ago, I met a director. I told them, you know, they said, okay. So these are the kinds of movies they should be making it. Not this mundane, you know, what you call soap bazaar, you know. They add certain elements, standard elements, to do what make people do more sin. Right? You think there is entertainment? They will be doing more sin. It's not. So, I'll write a script and like that. Actually, there is so much thing you can. Please, you know, you understand what I'm saying? It's a very powerful preaching. Okay. You can include everything, Ekadasi, Nam Japa and all. How this can be solved, this consequences, like that. So, there's so many, anyway, past time, you know, incidences here. So Venjali Ekadasi, you know, because some places, some people might have question tomorrow in some calendar is called Venjali Ekadasi. What is that? So Venjali Ekadasi, Venjali Mahadvadasi, right? There are 8 Mahadvadasi, right? Unmilini, Venjali, Prisparsha, Pakshavardhini, Jaya, Vijaya, Jayanti, Papanashini. And all these are very powerful Mahadvadasi and they destroy so many sins. And how they appear from the Chiti Yoga and the other with the touch of Nakshatra. So Unmilini, Venjali, Prisparsha, Pakshavardhini. Chiti, you know, like Chiti meaning day. Dwadasi, Trayodasi, or Purnima, the coming Purnima or Amavasya, like that. Comparing Titi. There are certain conditions. That is why then it appears like. Then the remaining 4, if some nakshatra comes in, 27, nakshatra they say 28. Huh? So the nakshatra is changing almost every day. So certain nakshatra comes on that day, on an Ekadasi day, on Dwadasi day. Huh? Then you have to give up this Ekadasi and do that Dwadasi. Other upvasa, things like that, So this Venjali Ekadasi is very amazing. So how does it happen? From the Arunodaya, from the sunrise, beginning from that, Ekadasi is full. And also Dwadasi is also full. And after that, Ekadasi, Dwadasi, if the Trayodasi is only little bit is left, at that time this Dwadasi is not Venjali. So and the Parna you have to do always in Dwadasi, not on Trayodasi. That's why sometimes we have less time. Why is that? Because the Trayodasi is going to start from that time. Before Trayodasi starts, we have to do Parana. That's why sometimes less, sometimes more. So like even this tomorrow, day after, time is very short because Trayodasi starts very soon. After practically sunrise, you have only like 10 minutes, something like that, 5-10 minutes, 10-15 minutes like that. So in the Padma Purana, Gautama Ambarish Samvada, Padma Purana, Gautam Rishi and Ambarish, they are discussing this, Venjali. It is very dear to the Lord. And they are giving you which is highest, like Ashwamedha Yajna. It is like thousands of Agnistoma is better. Then Vajpayee Yajna is, if you do Vajpayee, then it is thousands of Ashwamedha Yajna. Then one Pundarika Yajna is 1,000 times Vajpayee Yajna. One Sautramani Yajna, thousands and thousands of Pundarika Yajna. One Rajasuya Yajna is higher than thousands of Sautramani Yajna. And one Venjali Vrata is more than thousands of Rajasuya Yajna. See, from this you get the point of this Mahadwadasi on this Vikarati. No comparison of any yajna, So in the age of Kali, if you say Venjali, if you pronounce it Venjali, you will destroy 10,000 of our previous lives. All the sin gets destroyed. If you just say Venjali, the word Venjali, says like that. So if you follow it, when Lord when Gurudev is pleased, Lord Hari is pleased. There is no doubt in it. So that's why to worship, to please Sri Hari, we have to worship Sri Guru. So we do night Jagarana and we hear Harikatha. And for the pleasing Lord, we study Gita, Vishnu Sahasranam, then Srimad Bhagavat with all enthusiasm. Then in front of Lord, Gita, Nritya, with instrument, Mridanga Karta, do Harinam Kirtan. So in Brahma Vaivarta Purana it says, when Venjali Dwadasi, then it comes, Lord Vishnu, Garuda, he comes into this world. Then one who is following this Vanjali, he stays in him, such a person. So, Yamaraj, he'll be very pleased when he sees someone who does not follow Vanjali Ekadasi, Mahadvas, becomes happy. And he's telling Chitragupta, this unfortunate soul, not followed this vrata. That's why he has come under our control. So all is, whatever he has done, good things will be destroyed. So by following this Vanjali, he will be getting equal and doing all the vratas, then taking bath in all these tirthas, and doing all kinds of charity. Even if these people do with not so pure heart, what I'm saying is, with so much, lobha, kama, and all that. Even if they do this anushthan, vrata, whatever way they do by unknowing learning, these generations, all their sin will be destroyed. So, even if you've done unknowingly or knowingly, all the previous lives, all papa gets destroyed. Vanjali Upavas, fasting on Vanjali, all the Shastras, meaning of Shastra. This is what the great learned people are telling. So, how to elevate your previous generations? You want to send $1? Send this $81, okay? You don't have to send it. If you just do, automatically they will get benefited. So it is such an opportunity. It will not come every time. It has come, tomorrow. And let's pray. Let's pray to Ekadasi Devi, Bhakti Janani. Oh, Ekadasi Devi, please empower me to satisfy you, to glorify you. Please give me strength. Please don't make me weak. Please don't bewilder me. Please protect me. Because mother of devotion, very powerful. So she will empower us to follow this. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
Hare Krishna Gurudev, Dandavat Pranams. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna dear devotees, Dandavat Pranams. Thank you all for joining. So